Hi guys, happy Saturday. All right, so we're just gonna wait for just a few minutes and get all situated, and then we'll get started. I hope you guys are all having a good start to your weekend. And now I'm gonna go ahead and post my shopping link right here in the comments. And also, outfit details, pin that. Okay. Shop makeup. All right, there we go. Hello, hi guys, how are we doing? All right, so I just went ahead and I pinned my shopping link for the makeup I'm about to show you guys. And then also I have a really fun try on for Instagram today with a newer boutique I'm super excited to introduce you guys to because they have really good taste. It's very like rare that I go on a boutique's website, clearly, that I'm like, I want everything, because usually I like have a lot of stuff, like first world problems, right? I mean, it is my job after all, but I go on there and I was picking out some things to try on for the try on today. And this boutique, Magnolia's Bliss, I want everything. Like, I need everything. So got a little star necklace from her. These jelly bracelets are from her. This really gorgeous, like layered, kind of fun little stackable bracelets from her. My shirt is from her. It says RAR or ROAR, whatever. And then my jeans are from her, and they're so cute. So like I said, I went ahead and I pinned her link right here. I actually pinned my try on, so you can see everything I'm about to try on. So everything's available right here, pinned in the comments and in the description. And then you can use the code RHEA10 to save on her whole website. But yeah, isn't this tea really cute? So fun. All right, so for today's makeup look, we're going to be doing full coverage, and we're going to kind of be playing around with mixing foundations. So mixing foundations can be a really great idea for a couple reasons. So it can be a really good idea if your makeup isn't matching perfectly. So say your makeup's looking a little too light, a little too dark. If it's fading throughout the year, as in like you're getting lighter or darker and your foundation obviously isn't. So you need something to kind of like equal out. This is a really good option that you can kind of mix things together to make it work. It's also a really good idea if you have combination skin, or if whatever foundation you're using, whether it be unique or not, just isn't lying right. Maybe it was, but now it's not. So this is a good option to be able to, like I said, kind of mix different consistencies together to equal out to be like the perfect coverage for you. So I actually didn't discover this combination. My mom did. My mom is in her mid to late 50s. She was a huge tomboy growing up. Just a little bit about her. And she obviously wants good coverage, but doesn't want to look like she's wearing a ton of makeup. And she discovered this combination herself and then told me about it. She came over to my house one day and I was like, your makeup looks so good. Like, good job. What are you wearing? She's like, oh, I'm wearing this and this. I'm like, you're wearing two foundations? And she was like, yeah, I mix them together. And I'm like, you might be a genius or you're crazy. And I tried it and I was like, Mom, you're a genius. So I'm super excited to share her little cocktail with you guys of foundation. Yeah, so this was like a spare bedroom in our house and I turned it into an office. Exactly. I know, my mom's so sweet. I'm actually going to be doing her makeup live on Wednesday with the spray foundation. So a lot of you guys have been requesting to see makeup tutorials on older gals. So she's agreed to be my guinea pig once again. So make sure that you tune in my live on Wednesday. Thanks. I love my mom. She's a good lady. All right, so like I said, we'll go ahead and jump on in and get started. So the coverage that I've been mentioning are these two products. This is the BB Flawless Complexion Enhancer, and this is in the shade Honey that we're going to be using. And then we're going to mix it with our Liquid Touch Foundation in the shade Lace. So these two are technically both foundations, but we're going to mix them together to equal out to be this really full coverage, hydrating, but satin finish, Whatever you are trying to hide, whether it be sunspots, acne scars, dark circles, this combination is going to hide it. It's incredible. I love the consistency of it. So we're going to be using these two things together. So much, yeah. All right, so I'm going to take this, it's a tiger shirt, purple. Yes, so these are like purple colors. Cute, right? I forget what it says on the top, though. Oh, hear me roar. Funny. Somebody think you made over your mom was at your old house. That's right. I haven't done her makeup here. When we moved here, it was like we were getting settled and then COVID happened. And I was trying to be, I don't want to be around my mom. Trying to, for her safety, but things have calmed down and we've been around each other a lot more. So now I feel comfortable doing her makeup. So, she'll be here on Wednesday. Yes. Very, very lucky. I realize that for sure. Yeah, you combine them a lot too. I love the combination. So I don't know, how can she make her eyebrows stay when she goes in the pool? I would recommend the brow palette to her. The Brow Obsession palette has a pomade to it, and that will help to keep her eyebrows intact. All right, so a key factor in using the Liquid Touch foundation is making sure that you're shaking it up and you squeeze this little topper a lot. So the more you shake it, the better the coverage is. I'm just going to say that. So yes, so we make sure to squeeze that up. And then the other key factor is what you have on your skin underneath your makeup. This is so, so, so important, you guys, especially for those who are new to makeup and you're like, oh, I don't really want to buy primer. Do I have to? The answer is yes, you have to. So what you want to do before you put on your makeup is these two products. So you want the Touch Behold setting spray. You're going to spray this on your skin all over, and then you want to use the mattifying face primer. So you're going to put this all over your face and leave this on for like 3 to 5 minutes, and then you're going to spray again with the setting spray. So setting spray, primer, setting spray is the combination that you're going to want to make sure to use underneath all foundation options, but especially if you have mature skin, fine lines, wrinkles, large pores, this is going to be a game changer for you. 2 o'clock Pacific Standard Time on Wednesday. Dark circles are, I know, right? Isn't that mind-blowing? I saw that they were getting better throughout using the skincare from Unique, and then when I started implementing our new eye cream, I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize that I had anything else left to heal. But my under eyes used to be so dark until I started using the eye cream, which is still in stock on my website, RheaHopeBeauty.com, under targeted under skincare. So if you have not grabbed your eye cream yet, it's incredible. It helps with fine lines, wrinkles, under eye puffiness, and dark circles. So it's amazing. I cannot stop raving about it. It has caffeine in it, so it really helps to tighten your under eyes. And it has a bunch of really other amazing ingredients in it that help to lighten and brighten and tighten your under eyes. All right. My shirt, my necklace, my bracelets are all from right here, Magnolia Bliss, and I pinned my link right here with her, so you can find my whole try-on right there, and then you want to use the code RHEA10 when you're shopping. Yes, right, and really good pricing. Totally agree, Julie. So yeah, you can check that out. Never did makeup. Oh my god. Aw, thanks, Angela. You're so sweet. All right, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our powder concealer brush, which last I checked was back in stock, and we're going to apply our BB Flawless right on top of that, and I'll do about a dollop amount of that. And then you're going to take your Liquid Touch foundation. Now, the reason I do the BB Flawless first on top of the brush is because it's a thicker consistency than the liquid foundation. So we're going to pour our liquid foundation right on top of that. So now that we have both of those products on, now we're going to start to dot this around our skin and start to blend in. So like I said, this is a really, really great coverage for those who have combination skin because it's not only hydrating, but it's also giving that full matte finish. But when you combine the two, hydrating and not hydrating products, you end up getting this really pretty satin finish, which is really, really gorgeous and glowy without feeling like you are really oily or look shiny. So we're going to take this and apply this all over. So I'll first go in with a kind of a thinner layer. And the thing I love too about this foundation option is it's totally buildable, meaning that you can go in with a tiny bit amount like this and leave it at that, or you can build it up and make it more full coverage. So right there we did just a very fine layer, which you can already see has taken away my redness, even out my skin, my coverage, or my skin tone. So it looks very soft, but it's not heavy. It doesn't feel cakey. You can still see my freckles, but we can build it up. You can use the the foundation brush, yes. Can I ask how much the BB cream is? It's $39. And no, I don't think it's that expensive for how long it lasts. Question, when I use a stick foundation with primer and setting spray, do you think it's the primer that makes my foundation sticky feeling? You might have too oily of skin for those products, so you might want to try the liquid foundation or the spray foundation, Patricia. Or the eye cream, stocking the mailman, yes. I'm using the shade Lace in the liquid foundation. All right, so now we're gonna bump up the coverage, and now we're gonna go in with a little bit more. So I'm gonna grab more BB cream, more Liquid Touch, but this time around, I'm just gonna kind of apply it all over. I'm not gonna be really worried about like blending it in. So I'm gonna use my brush just to kind of get it on there, kind of more evenly. And then now I'm gonna take my blending bud from Unique, and we're gonna wipe off whatever is on there onto our blending bud. Now this step right here, I'm actually gonna grab just a little bit more BB cream, because I am feeling a little bit dry. Just dot that around, and now we're gonna take our blending bud. That is damp. We wrang it underneath the water, and then we squeezed it till no water falls. That's when it's ready to use. And now we're going to start to buff this in all over. So this step, especially if you have fine lines, wrinkles, large pores, is going to be game changer. Using the blending buds from Unique not only make your makeup look for more fuller coverage, but it also makes everything look so smooth. A little quote that I always recite from my mom that she said about these blending buds: I love them because they make my skin look so smooth. So this is a really important step. Like I said, if you're wanting your makeup to look just super, super soft and smooth on your skin. So we're just going to bounce this all over, and it kind of minimizes the appearance of pores and kind of compresses the makeup into place. The blending buds do get softer the more you use them. I know they can be a little dense when you first get them, but the more you use them, the softer they get. And then you can also kind of work them in underneath the water by squeezing, and they'll soften up over time. But honestly, I kind of prefer that they're a little dense because they don't soak up the makeup as much as, say, a softer blending bud, and they really kind of compress it the best. Jumped on late. Did you add primer first? Yeah, so I always do the setting spray, mattifying face primer, setting spray. That's my pre-makeup routine that I swear by. And then I went in with the BB Flawless Complexion Enhancer in the shade Honey. And then I went in with my Liquid Touch Foundation in the shade Lace. So I mix those two together, and that's what I have on my skin right now. I cleaned the blending buds with Zote Bar, it's like a washboard almost. What do you think are the differences between Unique's blending buds, for instance, and Amazon? So ours are made from a different material. So it's almost like a wetsuit material versus a beauty blender that you get at Walmart or whatever is more of a sponge. So that's the biggest difference. You can instantly feel the difference when you touch them. But these ones are a little bit more bouncy than these ones, which are more like memory foam. So these kind of repel the makeup, so it's not absorbing into this. Also, these are going to be a little bit more dense, so it presses the makeup into place rather than just absorbing it and making it look splotchy. For Julie, message me and I give you some recommendations for skincare. How do you soften? I already read that one. BB cream is totally worth the money. It's great hydration. Also lasts me for months. Yes, preach, girl. Yes, so Unique does have Afterpay through that app Klarna. I don't personally know how to use it. I've never used it, so I'm not the wrong person to ask, but that is an option to be able to do. We also do have PayPal, so if you have a PayPal credit, you can use that too. But you're going to want to make sure you always go through my website, which is RheaHopeBeauty.com. It's the only way I get credit, unless you select me as your sponsor, or as the presenter. Link, totally forgot to use your code. Oh shoot, dang it. You might be able to cancel your order and redo it to save you money, but you can also message them too. They seem to be really sweet people. I know, me too, I love it. All right, so now time for concealer. So now I'm gonna take my Skin Perfecting Concealer in the shade Organza, and we're gonna dot this around our under eye, and this is really gonna bump up the coverage, and I'm just gonna grab a little bit more, just a little bit more. This is gonna bump up the coverage and also going to, one came out a little bit watery. Bump the coverage, it's gonna brighten our under eye, and it's gonna provide just a little bit more coverage for where we need it. So now I'm going to take the smaller blending bud, and that's another thing that I love too, is when you buy these, you get a large and a small for 17 bucks. So it's such a good deal, and they last forever. I think mine usually lasts me for like 2 years. All right, so now I'm going to take this and we're going to blend this in underneath our eye and then up onto our eyelid. And this is going to really hide any dark circles or anything that we're trying to hide, like I said. So we're just going to blend this in all over, and the blending bud again is damp, so I wring it underneath the water. And I like to take mine like triangle shape like this, but I also like to take it like up and over my nose in this area. And I'll really compress that down so we don't have any fine lines or anything like that happening. Just like so. You don't have to use as much makeup and it lasts you longer. Cheaper brands that actually cost you less in the long run. You don't have to use much makeup and it lasts you longer than cheaper brands. Yes, totally agree with you. Get what you pay for. Yay, hello, hi guys. Yes, the July Kudos is such a good deal if I haven't mentioned that yet. It's basically the whole website's on sale. So if you order 5 qualifying products, you get 25% off your whole order. If you order 4 products, you get 20% off. If you order 3, you get 15% off your whole order. And when I say qualifying products, that just means you can't order like 5 eyeshadows and receive the discount. It has to be like 5 different products, which is so easy to do. So if you guys need any recommendations or any help picking out any makeup, or if you're not sure what to grab, just message me a selfie facing a window and I can give you a full recommendation. If your email is invalid, if that's what it's saying, either create an account with a new email or check out as a guest, or you can always like misspell your email address and I can forward you the tracking. So there's little loopholes. All right, so now to set everything, and this is another really important step. I'm going to take my setting spray and mist that on there. And then now I'm going to take my Touchable Hold Translucent Setting Powder, and this is going to be what is going to hold like everything into place. So we're just going to make sure that we have no fine lines beginning to form before we go in with this step, because once you set it, like that's it. So we're going to take this and really set everything into place. Just like so. And what I love about the setting powder, not only does it absorb any natural oils that are pushing against your foundation trying to make it come off or look shiny or greasy or whatever, but it also is super brightening. So if you ever feel like your makeup's been looking really dull lately, this is a really good product to dust underneath your eyes or wherever you need just a little bit of brightening to get that. Now, for my mom, since we're talking about older, mature skin for makeup, she doesn't really use this product like I do. What I will do with her, which you will see Wednesday at 2 o'clock, is I will take a angled brush, something like this, and I'll just dust that on her under eye or wherever we're needing to set her makeup. That's how we utilize this product with the brightening effect without making her look dry. So that's a little trick. Now, I took the cap off mine so I can bake with it, but you can leave the cap on and utilize the mesh plating so you don't like overuse the product. So that's an option. Would ordering the BB cream and liquid foundation qualify as different products? It would, yes. So you just need one more product in your cart, Tina, and you'll get 15% off. Comment. I love to comment. I think you're, oh, thank you, Diane. My skin is so dry that powder looks awful and caked on. So yes, if your skin is dry, you're not going to want, like I mentioned, you're not going to want to use the product this way. If your skin is dry, you're either going to skip that part or you're going to use it just to highlight. Do you store eye cream in the fridge? I do not. I get oily on my eyelids and underneath. So Catherine, you can use this product for just that area. I use the, what color concealer for eyelid? You'll want to use the shade Velour, Diana. Thank you, Brenda. Make sure to message me if you need any help. Once you pop off the cap, can you put it back on? I've honestly never tried. I wouldn't think so, though. Does the setting spray dry you out? No, it does not. Can you do the July Kudos for more than once? Yes, you can do as many orders as you want. For me, if I was you guys, I would probably break my orders up into 5 products each order. So you get 25% off the whole order every time. And then you get free shipping at $100. So thinking smarter saving wise, I would, like I said, make sure that your orders are $100 or more and then break them up into 5s. Like 5 products in order. Do you ever use your eyeshadow before your foundation? I don't really, because I really love full coverage on my under eye, and I feel like I can't get as good of coverage on my under eye if I do it first. You can add 10% and get 20% off all at once. Yeah, you can do that too. Awesome. Hi, Mandy. Thanks for being here. All right, so now that we've used our setting powder, now we're going to use our pressed powder all over. So this step is important, especially for older skin as well. Younique's pressed powder, both of them are incredible. They're so hydrating for a powder. A lot of times older ladies are like, oh, I can't use powder. I have mature skin. False. That may be true with some, but not this guy. So this is the Younique pressed powder, and this is in the shade Taffeta. Which just got restocked. So if this is your color, make sure you grab it and you stock up because it keeps selling out. Otherwise, you can use the shade Poplin. But this step I do on my mom, and this is very important for making sure that her makeup looks flawless and even, and that coverage looks super, super soft. So this pressed powder not only will add just a touch more coverage to your skin, but it also, like I had mentioned, is going to help to hold everything into place and make your skin look super airbrushed and soft, which, like I said, a lot of people think that pressed powder is just going to make you look dry and cakey, and that may be the case with the other pressed powders, but not the Younique ones. The Younique ones are designed for mature skin and dry skin and designed to help you look super, super flawless. So the pressed powder, especially when you're applying it with the kabuki brush, not the little sponge. When you get that sponge, throw it in the trash. That sponge will make you look cakey because it's applying too much of it in small areas. This is spreading out the coverage, making it look super soft and very flawless. So pressed powder in the shade Taffeta is what that is right now. And then now we're ready for contouring, which again, this is something I do on my mom, and I keep encouraging her to do more because she looks so like youthful and gorgeous when she does it. I just click on your email. It shows close. You're going to want to go right here, Denise, RheaHopeBeauty.com. That's where you can find the makeup. RheaHopeBeauty.com. I dry skin and I can absolutely use the powder, and it shocks me every time. I know, right? Used this for my daughter's senior pictures. Yay! Is the pressed powder as the same as the powder foundation? Yes, both are the same. Where do I get the brush? Where are you from? I'm from San Diego, and the brush, message me and I give you the link. So I need help figuring out what products I should use for my wedding. Oh, congratulations, girl. I would definitely make sure you use the setting powder for sure. All right, so now for the contouring, I take the Tapered blusher brush, and we're going to take the pressed powder. So yes, this is a pressed powder, and it's in the shade Twill. And we're going to take this and massage it into the cap or the mirror, and then you're going to go from the top of the ear to the corner of the mouth and taking the Tapered brusher brush. This brush is so important, you guys. So you're going to take this and you're going to start to swipe this back and forth in that hollow, back and forth, back and forth. And once you start to see it pop up, then you're going to turn the brush and you're going to swirl over that area. This is going to soften up the lines, and it's going to make your skin look so warm, so sun-kissed, and it's going to give you that structure back to your skin. So same thing on this side. I'm going to wait so I can show you the difference. So forehead, you're just going to follow the natural hairline, and then I'll kind of swirl in the temples and then bring it down. You're just going to want to avoid the center of your forehead is the key. All right, so then on your jawline, you'll do the exact same thing. So top or bottom of the ear, and then I stop about here. So just this little area right here. And this is going to give you that supermodel jaw. Going to give you that really beautiful structure back to your skin that is taken away when you do a lot of powder or a lot of makeup. You tend to look a little washed out if you're not giving yourself back that natural shape. For contouring a small face, you're going to do the exact same tips that I'm telling you. You're just going to move in smaller strokes. Smaller strokes. Thank you, Jennifer. Just wondering if you're black status. I am not. If I use Lennon in foundation, what color? For BB, you're going to want to use the shade Honey. And then for concealer, you're going to want to use the shade Velour. Taffeta and Poplin are the same colors, basically. Now I'm using the... go away. Sorry. Block the trolls. Now I'm using the pressed powder. So this is a pressed powder, and we're using the shade Twill, and I'm taking it on the Tapered blusher brush, swirl around the cap or the mirror. You can tap it off on like your wrist, so it limits the powder. So now look at the difference. Click the little thumbs up if you see the difference in contouring versus not. See how this side of my face looks so much thinner? My under eye looks brighter, more tighter, and youthful. This side of my face looks so much warmer and inviting, not so washed out, not so bland. You see the difference? Teeny tiny bit of contouring, you guys, makes such a difference. So top of the ear, towards the corner of the mouth, and then back and forth. Back and forth. Then you're going to turn and then swirl and warm it up. Just like that. Back and forth. And then you can go as light or as dark with this as you want. So I love a bold contour, so I always kind of like do multiple layers of it, but you can do it as soft as you're wanting. And then if you ever feel like, oh gosh, I've put on too much, what you can actually do is take a tapered brush, any kind of brush would do, and then take your pressed powder, the one that you used for all over coverage, grab that on there, and then you can always clean it up. So you can take this through your sideburns to get it out of there. You can take it wherever you're needing, wherever you feel like, oh gosh, it looks too intense. Take your pressed powder and a tapered, more smaller brush, and you can kind of fine tune it. All right, so now for the rest. Now we're gonna do the pressed blush in the shade Supple, which is one of my favorite colors because of how soft and pretty this is. So we're gonna grab that on there, always swirl it in the mirror, and then you're going to tap on the apple of your cheek working up to the hairline. And like I said, this is really a soft, subtle blush color. It's more of a peachy undertone rather than a pink or a red. And it still has that really pretty sheen to it, which gives you this really glowy, dewy finish. So this is another product that my mom really loves because it gives her the dewy finish without making her feel oily or greasy. So that's a really good product. So that was the pressed blush in the shade Supple. All right, so now for highlight, we're going to do the Touch of the Mode Luminizer in the shade Pearly. And this is a really, really pretty color because it's like this rosy gold. So I'm going to pop this on the tip and bridge of my nose and then highest parts of my cheekbones. And this is really going to give you that glowy, dewy finish without making you, again, look oily or greasy. So I always pop this on my Cupid's bow. So for eyelid, what concealer? You could do organza or velour. It just depends how bright you want your under eyes. For me personally, I love the super bright under eye look. So I go with the shade organza. But if you're wanting something more subtle and softer, I would go with velour. Yes, smile while applying blush, exactly. Will discount for the kudos work for the mascara remover? The only thing that doesn't work on the website for the discount is the skincare. So unfortunately, no. Patty lip liner? No, I think we're reformulating all the lip liners. Thank you. Thanks so much. My hair's all wet right now. I'm going to style it here in a minute. What's the difference between Twill and Chenille? They're basically the same. Twill is just ever so slightly darker, like a teeny tiny bit, and Chenille is just ever so slightly warmer. So not much of a difference. Honestly, I love them both the same. So if you are going to grab a powder for contouring, highly recommend the shade Twill in the pressed powder. The temperature here is probably gonna be in the 90s today. I know, me too, but they always usually give something better back, so I'm not too worried about it. All right, so now our face is completely done. So now for eyes, I'm gonna go first in with the eyebrow liner, and the shade Light is still in stock. I'm going to be using the shade Medium today, so if you are the same shade as I am, you could do the brow palette in the shade Brunette. Otherwise, you could do the brow pencil in the shade Light if you have lighter hair than I do, but this is a really, really great product, especially for learning to do your eyebrows because of how dainty this applicator is. You get really precise hair-like strokes. So what I like to do is just kind of give my brow the outline and then I'll color it in. So I go from the top of, the tear duct, and then I go straight to the top. And then I'll go from the top here, and then I'll take it to the arch. And then once I get to the arch, I'll take it throughout the tail. And then same thing down here underneath. I'll take it from the top to the arch and then color in. Just like that. Now, if you're wanting more subtle brows, not so like stamped on, more like natural looking brows, I would recommend the Brow Obsession palette. with the Brow Artist brush. So those are the two products I would use if you're more so into more natural looking eyebrows. Which again, if you're not sure what brow product to get or anything, just message me a selfie facing a window and I can give you a full recommendation. All of our brow products are water resistant. They're not waterproof, but they're water resistant. I mean, I go straight up swimming with my makeup on and it still stays in place unless I'm wearing red lipstick. I was wearing red lipstick on the 4th of July and I jumped in the pool and my lipstick was like on my forehead. Does a brow pencil keep your brow hairs in place? Pretty well. It doesn't have any ingredient in it that does, but I've never noticed any issue with that. If that is an issue for you though, I would make sure to get the Brow Obsession palette instead. Here's my comment. In my opinion, I think you should be, aw, thank you, love. You're so sweet. For pressed powder color, what would you recommend for foundation of linen? Message me a selfie because you can be a couple different shades. So message me. If we need help, what I need, how do I do that? Beth, send me a message here on Facebook. So if you tap on my face, a little description window will come down and you'll see my name. Click on my name there and you'll be able to go to my Facebook page and you can see a message to be able to, you'll be able to see an option to message me. So feel free to message me a selfie facing a window and I'd be so happy to help you. Otherwise, you can email me on my website, rheahopebeauty.com. At the very bottom of my website, you'll see an option to be able to send me an email. So just email me and say you'd like to be color matched, and I will email you back with how to send the photo. But honestly, the easiest way would be here on Facebook. So whichever you prefer, whichever way you can do it. Anna, you're going to go to my website right here, rheahopebeauty.com, and you're going to find the pressed powder under foundation, and it's going to be under powder. Yes, Jackie, they are. What brush are you using for highlight? The highlight brush I used was by Sephora. This was a Pro Highlight 98 brush. For eyelid spray, what concealer did you say? Oh, I think I already answered that one, right? How can I get the makeup product? How can I know? Oops, where'd your comment go? What is the right color? Gina, message me a selfie facing a window. And then all of the makeup is available right here, rheahopebeauty.com. And then if you need any recommendation or any help picking out product, feel free to message me. And then we also do have a love it guarantee. So if you don't love anything for any reason, you can always return it for your money back. All right, so now I'm going to take the same product that I used for contouring, and I'm going to apply this in the crease of my eye. So this is the shade Twill again, and I'm using it on the fluffy crease brush, and we're going to pop this all over into the crease and just kind of thinking my little saying I always do when I'm doing my eyeshadow, rainbow, rainbow, zigzag. And the reason that you want to think that in your mind or say it out loud, whichever helps, is going to help your hand motions move. A lot of the times it's so easy just to like apply and then it gets darker and darker and you're like, oh my gosh, now I have to blend it all out. So that is kind of a little technique I've found really helps me to keep moving. Also making sure that you're holding your brush towards the back. It's going to help to lighten how you apply it and give you more control over where it's going and how much is going there. So we're going to apply this color as our transition shade up onto the brow bone and the crease. Where'd you get your tank top? Nancy, I have it pinned right here, themagnoliabliss.com, and then you can use the code RHEA10 to save on your order. Von Velour, what concealer? Organza for you, my love. Do you ever do full makeup in person lessons? Especially with COVID, not really anymore. But you can message me and we can talk about it. UK, love and watch your videos. Thank you. Linda, you can actually shop from my link as well. Doesn't matter where you live. Anyone can shop from my website, which again is rheahopebeauty.com. And then even if you live in the UK or Mexico, Canada, you name it, wherever you are, you can shop from my website. And then we actually have warehouses in all the different countries. So your order will actually ship from your country, which makes it faster. Okay, so now that I've done Twill all over, now I'm taking the liquid eyeshadow in the shade Reverent, and this is honestly my absolute favorite eye look, hands down. One, because it's crease proof, smudge proof. So my ladies who have mature skin, fine lines and wrinkles on your eyes, this product is what you want. It is so incredible. And look how pretty that is. It draws the attention to your eye without making it look heavy or overdone. So if you have hooded eyes, you wear glasses, or you're a little bit older and you don't want like a ton of eyeshadow on, this is a really good eye look. Isn't that pretty? It's this really gorgeous, like satiny, rosy champagne color. No, my eyebrows are not microbladed. I use the Esteem Lash Serum every single night on my brows. Mascara since I'm wearing a mask. I miss it. Oh, Emily, I feel ya. Your eyes look done already. Oh, thank you. Your makeup looks perfect. Thank you. This makeup honestly makes it so easy. There's not much difference, Linda, between the Touch Press Powder and the Mineral Powder. They're pretty much the same. Where do you get your watch band? Message me, Lisa. I gave you the link to my watch band. It's by Sparkle Bands, and you can use the code RAYA10. Looks like cut crease. Yeah, kind of. Sparkle Bands, yes. Should women over 50 avoid shimmer? No, absolutely not. I know that's another one of those myths that they say women over the age of whatever can't use whatever, and that's a total myth. I'm here to bust it because this is going to give your eyes that very gorgeous pop and that brightening effect to your eye look so your eyes don't look so dark and dull. So this is really a good option for you if you are struggling with any of those things that I had mentioned. Now I'm taking the crease brush and I'm just kind of patting, pat, 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 and this is going to really soften it up, and it allows you to kind of move that product in those hard to reach areas. So this dries extremely fast, so you can add more layers if you're wanting. This is the liquid eyeshadow in the shade Reverent, and it got restocked the other day. I'm shocked it's still in stock, actually, because it's one of the absolute must-have colors. So, Reverent liquid eyeshadow. Exactly. No rules. No rules in makeup. Don't let anyone shame you otherwise. So I'm just going to use a little bit more in the center of the eye just to make it pop a little bit more. But isn't that so pretty? I love that it just gives you this really gorgeous sheen to your eyes. Draws the attention without overpowering them. And like I had mentioned, it's crease proof and smudge proof. So if you have oily eyelids or you have a lot of fine lines and wrinkles on your eyelids, this eye look is for you. It was made for you. All right, so now I'm going to take my liner shader brush and I'm going to grab the same product that I use for contouring and in my crease, and I'm just going to drag this underneath the lower lash line, and this is just going to give it more of a cohesive finished look. But I love and swear by this brush to do this step because it's angled and dense, so it doesn't get all that powder in my eye, and it's perfect for smoking it out. Twill pressed powder, correct. That is the color that I'm using for my eyes and my contour, Twill, in the pressed powder. There's no phone number, no. What brand and color is that? Shimmer. So this is the unique liquid eyeshadow in the shade Reverent, and you can find it on my website, RayaHopeBeauty.com. I have it pinned here in the comments and in the description, or you can message me and I can give you the link. If I'm organza liquid, what would I be in pressed powder? Poplin for you, Amy. Is there a phone number? Liquid eyeshadow is best. Love those colors. What did you use for the lower eyeliner? I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that. That was the Precision eyeliner in the shade Perfect, which I love because it actually stays put. Can you use eye cream on your eyelids? You can, and I do. Love the brush. What highlighter would you recommend? I would do the Touch of the Mold Luminizer in the shade Pearly for highlight. Aw, thanks, Caitlin. Yes, Twill pressed powder is what I use for contour and in the crease. So now I'm going to take my Touch Behold setting spray and then really spray this all over my skin. It's so important to make sure that you're using this product when you're done with your makeup or before you're done, because it's going to take away the makeup-y look, the powdery look, helps to prevent transferring if you're like hugging or on your phone or whatever. It also is going to, I like to do this before my mascara because it also will prevent your mascara from smudging, because not only are you setting your lashes, but you're not making your lashes even more wet after you apply your mascara. So now that that's dry, now I'm going to take my eye primer in the shade. There's no shade to this. I'm so used to saying that. So we're taking our lash primer and we're going to go from the base of the lash all the way up. And this is going to give your lashes a ton of hydration, which helps them to be stronger and to last longer. So it slows down the cycle of the turnover, which helps your lashes to look fuller longer. And then it also gives incredible length and volume underneath your mascara. So just like they joke it's a crime not to prime your face, same goes for your lashes. So make sure you're using the lash primer. Perfect, Beth. I will get back to you as soon as I get off here. Is Twill too dark for contouring? No. And if you think it's too dark, you can always go down in a shade or two in the pressed powders. Or you can message me too. You can go to Tweed. That would be a good subtle one. Thank you. So in the white shade, yeah. So now we're going to take the 4D mascara. Now this mascara is hands down incredible. It has fibers and gel infused in it. So you're not having any issue with any fiber fallout, but it gives you incredible length and volume. A ton of mascaras out there on the market usually will give like one or the other. This does both. So I absolutely love this mascara because it gives my lashes a ton of length and also a ton of volume. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? So another thing that I use on my lashes and my eyebrows every single night is called the Esteem Lash Serum. It's only $24, you guys, and it's a lash serum. It makes your lashes grow. And I've been using it for years, and I love it. Super sensitive, so if you have sensitive eyes, this is a lash serum that won't make your eyes turn color or be sensitive or whatever. You know, those myths out there that say that. This does not do that, and it's super, super amazing. Gives your lashes so much length. It's crazy. And you apply it at night before bed, and then you'll go to bed, and you will apply it like an applicator, just like this. So you apply it on your lashes. I usually will apply it on the back side, just like so. And again, that's called the Esteem Lash Serum. It's going to be under lashes on my website. It's a really great product, especially too if you are going through chemo or you know someone who is, because it will help their lashes and their eyebrows grow back faster, and or prevent them from falling out. Yes, so good. Yes, and you can use it on your eyebrows too. Right? Isn't that so good? I love this mascara. And I like applying it just on, yes, better than that one, Catherine. I like to apply just my mascara on the top line, or the top lash line, because I feel like it makes my eyes look like larger, not so heavy. So that's a little trick I like to do for myself. Oh, yay! I'm so glad, Carrie. I hope she's doing well. Why does it dry out so fast? I have not experienced it drying out at all. I would maybe message support and see if they'll send you a new one. Do you ever do your lower lashes? Not really. Not unless I'm doing like a smoky eye. Definitely need that mascara. It's so good. And it's going to be on my website right here, RheaHopeBeauty.com. And like I had mentioned, if you buy 3 products, you're going to get 15% off. And if you buy 4 products, you get 20% off. And then if you buy 5 products, you get 25% off. The products just need to be qualifying, meaning that they need to be 5 different products. So like mascara, an eyeliner, eyeshadow, so on. So if you need any help, just message me. I'm so sorry, Carrie. Mascara is $29, but it lasts for a very long time. Never dries out. Yeah, I've never had that issue. Thank you so much, Mandy. Okay, so now we're going to do lips, and then I almost forgot this step, so we're going to make sure to do that too. So lips, favorite lip combo coming at you. So we're going to do the lip liner in Prudent. So I'm going to line our lips with this. And this is by far my favorite lip product because it's creamy, it's matte, it glides on, helps prevent your lipstick from transferring or smudging or anything. And it's only $15. So we're going to line our lips with this. Is there a product on your brows? Yes, I have the brow pencil on. And then we're going to fill in ever so slightly. Okay, and then once we've done that, so again, lip liner must have, you guys, especially if you experience any transferring or smudging or bleeding with your lipstick. Yes, you can message me here on Facebook any of I have 3 pages here on Facebook. One is called Beauty by Rhea Hope, and then I have one called Rhea Hope, and then I have one called Rhea Coleman, which is like my actual Facebook page. So feel free to message me in any of the places. Just only message me in one place because I answer all my inboxes. How does our rewards work? I just placed an order. At the top of your checkout area, you'll see your Y cash, and that's unique cash. And then you can use it to apply to your message or your cart. Marianne, message me because as soon as I get off here, my comments like disappear and get all jumbled. So if you could send me a message right now, I'll respond to you as soon as I get off here. Aw, thanks, Carrie. Yes, please message me on Messenger. It's totally fine. I always get transfer mascara during the day. Will this happen? Sarah, set your makeup before you do your mascara. That will really help. When I order everything, I should split up my orders. You can, yeah. I'm sorry, what was the color lighter than twill? Tweed. Thank you so much. All right, so now I'm going to take my liquid lipstick in the shade Subtle. And this is one of my absolute favorite lipsticks because it's so soft. It's like the perfect nude combination. So we're going to apply this all over. Take it all the way up to the lip liner. Just like that. And then what I've been liking to do lately is taking this lip gloss in the shade Diva, which you can message me for the link to this if you haven't already. And popping that on just for a little zhuzh. Just for some pizzazz. And that's it. Isn't that so pretty? Oh, I love this makeup look. Yes, message me here on Facebook and I would love to answer you. First time watching you. Thank you, Carrie. Thanks for being here. What would you suggest for my lips? I'm orange coral person. Ooh, the lipstick in the shade Extravagant for you would be really pretty. Love your name. Thank you. Yes, Hope is my middle name, but my parents always called me Rhea Hope. Is a lipstick long-lasting? Yes, it's actually a really long-lasting lipstick, but another thing, too, that makes it last longer is using the lip liner and Prudent, or lip liner. I like Prudent, with it. I actually have a full IGTV on my Instagram, which if you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you do. My name there is Rhea Hope. So make sure you follow there. And then if you go to my IGTV, I have like a little video explaining all of my tattoos and their meaning. Yes, setting spray I do right after my eyeshadow, but before my mascara. Yes, Reverent in the liquid eyeshadow is the one I have on. Hi, Sherry. Thanks for being here. Okay, so now I'm going to take my Touch the Mode Luminizer in the shade Iridescent, and I'm going to take my crease brush, and I'm going to massage that in there, get that on there, and then I'm going to use this product for my inner corner of my eye. I forgot to do this step earlier, and it's really, really pretty because it kind of gives you that little pop, that little something, something on your inner corner. Unless you get an eyelash in there. There we go. So pretty. So that was it. So let me know if you guys need any recommendations or any help picking out your products. Send me a selfie facing a window if you need a recommendation. And like I had mentioned, everything has a love it guarantee. So you can shop till you drop without worrying. And then let me know if you guys need any help, like I said. And then my website's right here, RheaHopeBeauty.com. And yes, my name on Instagram is Rhea Hope. So make sure you're going over there in about an hour. I'm going to do a try on there. I'm actually going to film a little hair tutorial to have that edited up for you guys. And what else was I going to say? Yeah, so I'm going to do a try on over on Instagram next. So my name is Rhea Hope there. Yes, Teresa, I did on Thursday, I think. So I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.